guys, so today's video is going to be all about highlighters. So I'm going to be showing you some high-end and drugstore highlighters. I get a lot of questions on like what are really good highlighters for dark skin and for different skin tones, and I'm going to show you the ones that I do have and the ones I feel like you should definitely have, and maybe my favorites. To be honest, I do have a lot that look alike, so they are in this tray, literally stacked from top to bottom. I'm going to show you what they look like on here, and I'm also going to give you show you the swatches on my hands, because I obviously can't try them all on my face, and I'm actually on my way out after filming this, so I kind of can't mess up my makeup. So drugstore. Now these two I have discovered. I've known about this brand for ages, and they're from Makeup Revolution. I picked up two recently. The first one, it looks like this, so this is one of them. This is their Vivid Baked Bronzer, but on my skin tone it's kind of like a highlighter. It looks like this, and this is called Rock On World. I kind of thought it was gonna look more of a golden gold, just like MAC Gold Deposit, which looks like this. People are saying that this is a dupe to MAC Gold Deposit, but as you can see, MAC Gold Deposit is slightly more on the golden side. This looks like a rose gold, if that makes sense, like an orangey gold. So it's still a good highlight, as you can see. It's very pigmented. This is literally one swipe. The MAC is more on the golden side, but they're still good. If you can't afford MAC, try the Makeup Revolution one. They're not spot on shade wise, but they're quite close, I would say. I think the Makeup Revolution ones even retail for £3 or £4, so it's pretty affordable. The next one, also by Makeup Revolution, is this one called Golden Lights. This one looks like it could be very intimidating because it looks white, but when you swatch it, it's very surprising. Because I'd seen this before and I thought, no, it's gonna look white on me. I mean, it's still kind of, it's something that you'd really apply with a light hand. It's more like iridescent, got like an iridescent gold tone to it. It reminds me of Albatross by NARS. For someone who's a lot darker than me can actually wear this. Sometimes we feel like highlighters can be quite ashy on our skin tone, especially the darker you are, but it's about finding the right tone. If you're darker, on the darker tone, and you have red undertones, I think golden highlighters are really good for you. If you're more on the medium, you have neutral tones, yellow tones, golden or even the lighter gold would really suit you as well. More like a cool tone gold. So warm tone golds are suitable for people who are like my skin tone and darker, and we can kind of get away with some medium tones, which I will show you. I have this NYX Illuminator, and this is in the shade Magnetic IBB03, and it looks like this, and this is what it looks like. When you touch it, it does feel like it's going to be gonna have glitter particles and stuff, but it's just once you blend it out, it's a lot better. So that's what it looks like. We have another one by Makeup Revolution. It looks exactly like the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick, which looks like this. Don't remember the price of this one, but this is in the shade Rose Gold, and basically you're supposed to swipe from top to bottom and mix all shades to add as a highlight, or you can just use individual shades. And this is what it looks like all mixed together. When it comes to applying highlight, I would advise you to start off with a light hand. If you're not sure how something's going to look on you, I know a lot of people here on YouTube love to bathe in highlight. I guess maybe because they know what it's going to look like on their skin tone, but I would definitely advise you, if you're new to highlighting, to kind of start with a light hand. Obviously you could use fan brushes like this, which is just probably the easiest thing to use, because it literally just places the colour right at the top of your cheekbones. Or you can use more like a pointy fluffy brush like this. This one's from Morphe, it's the M501. When you apply it, because it's fluffy, you can also blend it out as well. So I tend to use this one. I've been using this one recently anyway. There's this one from Colourpop, and this is called Glow Up from the K collection with Karuchi. This one I would say is more if you want a subtle, why won't it open? Bloody hell. Looks like this. Feels nice and buttery. It looks like that. It's got no shimmer, no glitter, nothing falling out. It's just nice and blends really nicely onto the skin. I have another Colourpop one called Avalon, but unfortunately this one was actually in their strobing kit, so you can't actually get this on its own. So pretty. Look at that. So Avalon is closer to me, and then Glow Up. As you can see, Avalon is a lot more vibrant. I really like Avalon. It's such a good shade. If I can find a dupe for it, I will definitely let you know. Then we have Sleek Makeup, and this is the shade Rose Gold. This is one of their blushes, but if you're my skin tone, this would be a highlight shade for you. Looks like that. And then the one that I've been using, which is more on the warm side, is this one, also by Sleek, called Sunrise. This is also supposed to be a blush. I feel like it has a nice wash of color plus the golden tone to it as well. When you see it up close, you can definitely see it has like a rosy kind of tone, but it's also gold as well. So I feel like it looks a lot more forgiving on my skin tone, so I can wear it as a blush and also have a bit of a sheen when I move my face like that. You'd be able to see it. The blushes, I believe, are $4.99. I'm going to move on to high end. The first two I'm going to be showing you are from Becca. The first one is called Topaz, and Topaz has quite a lot of dents in it, but what doesn't have a dent in my collection, honestly? Absolutely gorgeous golden blush. As you can see against my skin tone, this will be perfect. I've even seen lighter skin women use this as well. This is a good, like a bronzing shade as a bronzer for them. For us, it's like a really nice highlight. Then the next one from Becca is Opal. Now this one looks a lot lighter, a lot more scarier than Topaz. Let me put them both together. That's Topaz and that's Opal. As you can see, there's a difference. But this is actually very nice as well. Again, it depends how much you apply and just how you use it really. This is more of on a cooler tone, more like a white champagne color as opposed to the gold Topaz. So it depends on what you're feeling like. I can use both. Opal actually looks quite nice on dark skin tones as well. So again, you have to be careful how much you apply so that you don't apply too much and you can't take it off. I literally need to hurry up with this. I always feel bad when I'm always late and he's like, don't be late tonight. So I'm trying to get this done quick. So the next two are also from Becca, but they are the Becca Jaclyn Hill palette highlight duos. So these ones came out recently. She has highlight and blush duos. I felt like getting these instead of the full-size champagne pop because just in case I didn't like it and it was a lot smaller. So I have these two, and this one is champagne pop with a blush called Pamplemousse. Apparently that's grapefruit in French, I think. So that's what it looks like. She brought out champagne pop first, and champagne pop I never really went for it. I felt like it'd be a little bit light on me, but it is not so bad. A makeup artist uses on me at a shoot and it actually wasn't bad. So if you're my skin tone, a couple shades darker, you could probably get away with this. No, sorry. This is Prosecco Pop. That's why I feel like it's a lot nicer. So yeah, Prosecco Pop is the newest one that she brought out in her face palette, and this is more on the golden side. This is Champagne Pop. Champagne Pop is with the blush Hyacinth, and Champagne Pop is a little bit on the light side. Yeah, there we go. That makes more sense now. Yeah, Champagne Pop reminds me a little bit of Opal, I think. I'll swatch that next to. So that's Champagne Pop. The one that's further away from my face is Champagne Pop, and I'm gonna swatch Opal next to it, just not the same, as you can see. If I had to pick out of the three, I would definitely go for Prosecco Pop just because it's more golden. But they're both really all good shades. They're all pretty nice shades. Forgot to mention one kind of drugstore one. This is an eyeshadow by Kiko, and this is supposed to be the dupe to the MAC Whisper of Guilt, which is no longer being sold. It was limited edition. And this one is also a pretty gorgeous gold shade. Very, very, very vibrant gold. Very pretty. So I think they're about £7 or £8. Instead of going for the 13 to 20 something pound price tag for a highlighter, you can always use eyeshadow. A gold eyeshadow or like a rose gold eyeshadow. It's so much, it does exactly the same thing. If you don't want to buy Champagne Pop, the shade in 208 is literally a dupe, so I would definitely check that out. I have one from The Balm Cosmetics, and this is their Berry Luminizer, another kind of neutral, not too overpowering highlight. It's quite a matte, kind of matte finish highlight. It looks like that. And that's like, this was 2 swatches. Then I picked up recently as well 2 Bobbi Brown highlighters. The first one is a newer one, which is called Afternoon Glow, and then Bronze Glow. This came out last year, I think, or the year before. Bronze Glow, this is 2 swatches, so it's quite overpowering. It looks like this. Then we have Afternoon Glow, which is slightly lighter, more like a cool tone colour. I will probably put like a description of each one because I'm not really good at describing things, as you probably already know. So if I had to pick one, I would definitely go with Bronze Glow because it's a lot more flattering on our skin tone. But it's up to you. I wanted to try out Afternoon Glow as well. For instance, like my look right now, I am wearing brown and green, and that's usually more on a warm, earthy tone. So I would go for a gold highlighter, a golden highlighter. Something that's a lot harsher is more for like blues and purples, those sort of eye looks, those more on the cooler tone. So the highlight shade you choose also depends on your overall look. There is this one by Ofra Cosmetics called You Do You, which is also like a rose gold, really pretty one as well. This is what it looks like. It's actually very pretty, very pretty. Finally, we have the Glow Kits, and believe it or not, I actually have 3 of them now. I know I had mentioned that I wasn't a fan. To be honest, if I'm completely honest with you, I still feel like they are overly hyped. Just because, I'm bleeding. Oh God. Just because you can get, like I've shown you, a lot cheaper, well pigmented highlighters for a cheaper price basically. But if you're a makeup hoarder like me and you just want to be like collecting makeup and be in the trend, then get yourself a Glow Kit. The one I would definitely go for though, that I would recommend if like gun to my head and there was nothing else out there and I was desperate, I would go for Sunday. And the palette looks like this. As you can see, the top left is the one I reach for the most, so you can see how kind of dented it looks basically. The first one's called Bronzed, a nice bronze shade, so this one I go for the most. The one next to it is called Summer, Champagne Gold, Tourmaline, another cool tone one as well, it gets a bit lighter, Moonstone, which looks like that. That was actually 2 swatches. Obviously the first one I showed you is suitable for any dark skin tone. And then we have That Glow, which is the first one I purchased. I gave it another try basically. I feel like these look better, or look better on when you actually put them on. If I had to pick, I would definitely go for Golden Bronze, the middle one, and the last one, which is dripping in gold, just because it's golden basically. And then recently I got the Sweets palette, which looks like this. First one is a dupe for this, is the Makeup Revolution one I showed you. That looked white, but then when you swatch it looks gold, as you can see. So pretty. The next one on top is called Sassy Grape. This is more like a purple lilac shade, which I don't see myself using, to be honest. We have Butterscotch, which has like, it looks like it has glitter particles on it. Looks like that. And then finally we have Taffy. Looks like a rose gold highlight. So this is the Sweets palette highlights. So yeah, that's all my highlighters. I will definitely list them all below. These ones I feel like you should try. I do have some other ones, but I will list them. I just feel like they're not really like, they're not necessary like, you don't really have to have them, they're just extras. I really hope this was helpful if you're wanting to find out what shades and what highlighters are really good for dark skin. I feel like the ones I've shown you can be used universally, so any shade can use it. If you want me to do any more kind of collection videos, let me know and I will do that for you. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys. 6:19. Gotta go, bitch. Gotta go.